Call it luck, call it goalkeeping error. But in the end, the Black Stars will not care because you know what? It's 3 points bagged against none other than the Eagles of Mali. My name is Elikem, and this is the VarRoom on Westman Studios. I'm here with my guy, Nana Kwame. Stars Benson.
Nothing do my shoulder. My country qualify finish.
Guys, it's been brilliant from the Black Stars at the Accra Sports Stadium. In the end, it was a narrow victory, 1-0 in favor of Ghana. And of course, I know Ghanaians will be happy. Our colleague Kwabna is at the Accra Sports Stadium. We'll try and establish contact with him and try and see what the reaction is like at the Accra Sports Stadium. But until we establish contact with him, we'll do justice to what transpired at the Accra Sports Stadium. Nana Kwame, what was your impressions about the game in general?
Like I said, let me get the most important detail out of the way. We won.
Very important.
1-0, and we have people will say 1 foot in the World Cup. I think it's more like we've qualified finish.
Yeah.
Even though you might say it's premature to me because we have there are two games left. Central African Republic and Comoros in Ghana here. We can decide. We have 3 maximum points to pick up in order to make it mathematically sure of qualification. So to me, we are through. We are done. Whoever finishes second, that is between Comoros, Madagascar, and Mali themselves. That one is not our concern. All we need is to get that 3 points that is needed to mathematically make sure.
Nana Kwame, kindly hold on for me. Let me try to establish contact with Kwabna, who is at the Accra Sports Stadium. Kwabna, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me loud and clear, Kwabna?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Good. So we are live in the studios, VarRoom on Westman Studios live, and we want to take your snap thoughts as far as the reaction is concerned at the Accra Sports Stadium. Kwabna, tell us how the feeling is like. It's been a massive day for the Black Stars. At the end of the day, it's a solitary strike that sealed victory for the Black Stars.
Okay, so at the Accra Sports Stadium, you could see clearly about 60% of fans are not really happy, although we won. 40% are happy. 60% are not happy because of how bad we played. Despite we winning, but they saw that this is not a coach that is supposed to lead us to the World Cup. After the game, there was one fan who was sitting by me and he was like, hey, is this the coach that will send to the World Cup? Then we have a lot of work to do. So you could see clearly most of the fans are not happy about what the coach was doing. In the game, you could see clearly that after the goal from Djiku, Ghana was defending throughout. We weren't playing any good football to at least get the second goal to just what's the name? Get a second goal and that will be it. But we rather relaxed and we're sitting back for the Malians to put more pressure on us. The Malians had some couple of chances, but you could see today Benjamin Ansari of Hearts of Oak and Black Stars #1 did so well. He kept the post so well. He was really talking to the defenders so well. But there's one thing about the game. Before the game, I didn't like one thing at all.
Talk to us now.
You know, before you get a ticket to enter the stadium, after getting your ticket, you have to get a band on your hand.
Yeah.
And the surprising thing is that the tickets are available, but the band is finished.
Wow. So
you ask yourself, how many bands did they print and how many tickets did they print? So I was thinking the number of tickets that they printed should be the same number of bands that they will print.
Absolutely.
But shockingly, you ask and they'll tell you the bands are not, available, and it has to be back and forth and other things. And even Shea Adebayo was even at the stadium. He was standing outside for close to like 30 minutes before the game even started. So you could see clearly the organization and security over here was so bad because one big stadium, they opened just 3 gates. The whole stadium, they opened just 3 gates before you could enter the stadium. So even one of the gates, the fans spotted because it was so annoying because most of the fans weren't happy with what they were doing. Because how can you get a ticket? You said you have to get a band, and now the band that you have to put on your wrist, you don't have it. But going to the game, Ghana has a lot of work to do, especially in October. We have to play against Comoros and Central African Republic. I know we are about 60-70% through to the World Cup, but we have to work on a lot of things because the coach has a lot to learn. He's not helping the team. He's not helping the team. We have to tell him the truth. He's not helping the team. Despite we winning, the kind of football that we were expecting from Ghana, that is not what we saw. That is not what we saw because it got to a point. Another fan was like, Ghana about the IMCC because that's the truth. Because you don't see any nice football that at the end of the day you can sit back and be like, oh, Ghana played this system, or Ghana played this system. Because from start to end, you could see clearly that the Malians could have done so well to just score a goal, but they weren't just lucky. I'm sure they were also a bit scared when they got to the 18-yard box of the Black Stars. But apart from that, the refereeing decisions and other things were so good. I enjoyed the game, but I think at least the Malians should have had a point in this game because they played better than the Black Stars.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Kwabna, for joining us from the Accra Sports Stadium. We'll get back to you in due course. Thank you, Kwabna.
Okay, thank you too. Thank you so much.
Good. So that was our colleague, Starboy Kwabna, at the Accra Sports Stadium, who monitored proceedings for us as far as this crunch encounter between the Black Stars of Ghana and the Eagles of Mali is concerned. Back to you, Nana Kwame. You were making a submission before I had to interrupt.
Yeah. So, like Kwabna said, I wasn't really impressed with the play at all.
Why were you not impressed?
How
That's
can-
not my win. You people wanted a win.
Wait.
Black Stars have given you a win. Why are you not impressed?
Yes, we won. Yes, I get that it's Mali. It's the most difficult team on paper.
Yeah.
But how can you score in the 45th minute and then sit back and defend for 65 from the 65th to 70th minutes? Who does that?
Look, if you watch how the game pan out, I think from the first half it was rather tentative. Both teams didn't want to overly commit.
The first half was cagey.
Exactly.
I agree. But you finally got in your goal. Why are you trying to be overly defensive? At a point, it felt like he was parking the bus. You know, there's parking the bus and there's soaking up attacks and then counter attack, defend and counter.
Exactly.
What I saw was more of the first, parking the bus, keeping the one. I'm like, what's Otuado? What is it? Fine, we'll qualify. I disagree slightly with what Marfo said. That is 70. To me, 90% we are through. But moving forward into the World Cup, are we going to present Otuado, John Pencil, and who? Inexperienced people to man our ship against the likes of Scaloni, Tuchel, Ancelotti, De La Fuente, and Nagelsmann and co. Oh my God! Even South Korea. You see South Korea the last time we got lucky. If we face them again, I'm be shining rough.
Hold yours. We'll come back to Otuado in due course. But let's talk about the lineup. Who were you expecting to see, and did you see that player in the lineup?
Who was I expecting to see? Well, I saw him.
Because there were a lot of people were clamoring for Sibo to be included in the squad,
and he was Thomas Partey in
exactly.
there. This time he listened to the call. I mean, I don't think he had a choice.
That is what I want you to point out, because it looked like for this particular game, it looked like Coach Otuado decided to listen.
In my opinion, I don't think he had a choice, because I mean, if you were going to put Elisha Owusu in any case, his hand was forced because Elisha Owusu was suspended. So if he dared, let me say it, if he dared to put Salas in the starting 11, just like against Chad, and only God knows what the fans would have done. They would have probably, the backlash would have been huge, immense. So to put in Sebo, and by the way, very brilliant, very good performance from Sebo and Partey.
Yeah.
In previous incarnations, previous partners, shock safe. Previous partnerships, Idrisu Baba, the aforementioned Elisha Owusu, Ibrahim Sulemana. It felt as if Partey was, you see how you are holding the hand of a child in crossing the street. That was how it felt like. But today, Sebo. Oh, my God. Sebo. Tiger. Oh, he held his own. You see, he proved why he's a very good player. He was very important for Real Oviedo when they came into the La Liga, and very important this season for the newly promoted team. Very, very good player. We expect more of the same for him. Also, Gideon Mensah raised his game a bit. I think the backlash against Chad, which was deserved because it was a very, very lackluster performance, got to him. Speaking of the left back, my question. I heard this, what's the name? Explanation about the return or corn, a bro corn.
So I think
They were like, what? He didn't get international clearance,
of course,
and that it was a risk to include him. Otherwise, it would have been a protest. So then, why do you call him in the first place?
I mean, they were hoping.
They were. Hey, you were hoping.
he'll be,
So why? Hope. Ewa.
and I also hope they'll be doing.
I been needing hope. And I said Zimbabwe ni hope. Gee, 2025 we are hoping.
Let's look at the performance of Benjamin Asare. I think he was absolutely brilliant, especially in the second half when Ghana did take the lead. A few times he was called upon. On all occasions, he kept his composure. He kept his calm. He had to collect the ball when the need came. He needed to waste a few seconds, and he did when the need came as well. And I thought he was brilliant on the day.
Composure personified. Steez and Hey, Benjamin Asare. SM. Like, you saw what he did at the SM sign. No, how do I even do it? How do it? No. Papa. Hey, Steez and No,
that was massive. That was really massive for me. That was really massive for me.
Especially in the dying embers of the game.
Yeah.
Very, very good when it came to slowing the ball down, calming the defense down. Charlie, at this point, should he at this point, it has to focus on my bro, holding on to this guy. On my bro. Because the offense will be flying. Wow.
You know, because a lot of people have been making noise about the call-ups, to include the local-based players.
And on the other hand, look, the local-based players are looking at it like, see, reference point.
Yeah.
If Benjamin Asare can do it, I can also do it. If Razak Simpson has been called up, I can also get called up. Very good. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how competition will be uptight in the Black Stars.
Perfect. 2006, the number of players that were local players that were selected from Ken Faisal, from what's the name, RTU and Ku, that were selected throughout the qualifiers, and some even played in Germany.
Yeah.
So it's not really, but this game, very pivotal game, because I've noticed the trend in pivotal games when it comes to qualifications. 2006 qualifying, South Africa away, if you remember that one. I think it was Stephen Appiah.
Yeah.
2010 was too comfortable. 14, to me, it was that game against Zambia in Kumasi. 18, we failed that test. Uganda, we couldn't beat them and we couldn't qualify. 22, and that was the most sweetest one. Higher Nigeria for higher. Alata higher. got the qualification and made them destroy things in their own stadium. This game follows that. It should be, in fact, to me, is included on that list. Important and pivotal games that, looking back 5 years, 10 years from now, we'll look at it and say, oh, this game against Mali, that was the game that got their qualification. So basically, that's me.
So the goalkeeping department, the defenders were solid on the day.
Yes.
Let's talk about the attackers, shall we? Starboy Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, and Jordan. See, Jordan, far grown to chain. When it comes to the Black Stars, to me, top two players in the Black Stars, you can't take out Jordan Ayew. He's been absolutely
in recent times or currently.
Look, this current Black Stars
squad, yes.
Jordan Ayew, his impact in this team, a lot of people override it, but see, he's been absolutely immense. Look at the delivery from the corner, pinpoint accuracy. The goalkeeper fluffed his lines, and Djiku was there to pounce. The front three, were you impressed with them?
Oh, yes, and touching on Jordan, the intangibles, the things that most people don't see.
Yeah.
You see how the leadership quality.
Exactly.
It's not for nothing that they've given him captain. Capitano. As a family, you. Abedi wore it. The day you wore it for the longest time, and now it is my turn. Wajiabo.
El Capitano.
To me, Jordan Ayew. This one, people will think I'm Daniel Cranton talking, but to me, he should be captain till he retires.
Hey.
Yes.
No one should take the captain.
Now, this current team, who? Why?
I said Pateo.
Oh.
And also your assistant.
Assistant. I mean, somebody should. Yeah, Pacho. We shall not. Producer, we beg you. Mo, Baumia, then Baumwine. Uncle Wine, Baumia. O person fast no manuana. But see, that's my till he retires. He's out 31, 32.
Yeah.
What? Three more years.
In fact, come to some channel.
And no. Until he retires. Because who else has that match?
He's been brilliant. Like
and
the qualifiers.
The qualifiers, 7 goals.
Yeah. The
AFCON qualifiers that we unfortunately didn't even score, didn't even win a match. He came up tops against Angola. Mm-hmm. What's the name of that other team? Oh, what's the name? Niger.
Yeah.
The one we failed to win.
Niger?
Yes, Niger. Came up top. I think he and Kudus were the ones who came out. And Pate, that qualifiers came out with positives. The rest fake. Now, Mali, these people are not serious.
Why are they not serious?
Yeah, you are coming into this game. You are bragging. I should have been selected to be Black Stars coach. I should be this. I came to make history.
But they made life difficult for the Black Stars.
Made life difficult.
But Ghana didn't get it easy today.
Made life difficult. No, did they win? Did they even get a draw?
They didn't get.
Made life difficult. No, so we should appeal to CAF or FIFA. Oh, they are more half point. Now, 12.5. And I said,
Anyways, look, there was a time I saw Antoine Semenyo. It was a brilliant dummy on the right from Kudus, and then he laid the cutback. Semenyo with the first touch with the right leg to cushion it, but the follow-up with the left, I felt he could have done better. On the whole, I didn't really see his impact today in the game as far as his contribution is concerned. I thought Kudus as well, he was hanging so much on the ball a few times. There were a few times he could have released the ball easily. How about the substitutions? At a point in time, Otuado took out the front three.
All three and brought in Joseph Pinso, Kamaldeen, and I've forgotten the last guy.
We'll confirm that. But then, were you impressed with the substitutions and the timing as well?
I was quite shocked. I was quite shocked to see Jordan off. And Iñaki Williams.
Yes,
I was quite shocked to see Jordan off for Iñaki. I was like, hey, now what is happening here? But the substitution that shocked me, like Miyem Shemi, then you bring in who? Jerome Opoku for what? 6 back or what?
And Sammy, it's time to shut up shop. He's protecting the one goal.
That is what you did against Chad, or as Coach Nimli would say, Child, and it backfired. Oh baby.
But to be fair to Coach, to be fair to him, look, in the last 10-15 minutes or so, the Black Stars I think defended really, really well.
Well, true though.
They defended well. Coach, sir. Coach, BB pack person may praise.
Now, one goal projects, no.
If let me ask you a question. If you get one goal win in the World Cup and you go and win the World Cup, won't you be happy?
Of course, who won't be happy? Hey, say Obeji World Cup, who won't be happy? Even the Brazilians will be happy. Not Mengane, who has never seen Black Stars win trophy in like what? In my lifetime. Hey.
Anyway, so it's massive for the Black Stars. They have 2 more games coming up, away at Central African Republic and then at home to Comoros. At the very least, 1 win and a draw should be enough for the Black Stars to sail through and make it to the World Cup next year. Your final thoughts as far as this game is concerned?
To me, as far as those 2 games are concerned, to me, we need 3 points to qualify. We can get it against, what's the name?
Central
Africa. But for shaggy reasons, Comoros. Do you know that when they beat us earlier, I think it was late 2023, they held a party and they declared national holiday in Comoros.
Yeah.
That, for shaggy reasons, God, Otuado, if you get that qualification, they empower me. But if you don't know and you don't score Comoros in Ghana here, hey, Comoros. Let me say it in Ghana. Me minimum pa. Comoros.
Don't worry.
You see, I have a list. Comoros, Mozambique. No, Mozambique. No, I don't have a problem there. It's Richard Ofori. On Babium. Niger. Hey. La ila.
Don't worry. You have your time so that when you revenge, you'll be very happy. So don't need to worry.
Who pays them? Whip them one. Whip them. And see, it is the luxury of you see how calm and confident I am. Some people cannot. Some people cannot do this. Which people? Green, white, brothers and sisters. Tomorrow, and perhaps for them, tomorrow, they are busily chasing 3 points from FIFA because South Africa they're 3 points. South Africa now Belgium.
Anyways, guys, on that Kokoti note, at the end of the day, the Black Stars did the most important thing, which is getting the 3 points. Very crucial as far as the qualification for the World Cup is concerned. Thanks to Nana Kwame for doing this with me. Thanks to you, Kwabna, as well, at the Accra Sports Stadium for telling us how things transpired over there as well. To you out there also watching us, we are always glad to have you. We are always excited to know that you keep on showing your love as far as VarRoom on Westman Studios is concerned. Go on our YouTube channel. Let's hear what you think as far as this game is concerned. Were you impressed about the Black Stars? We'd like to know. Until we meet again, my name is Elikem, and as always, take good care of yourselves and be good.